Okay, hello backgammon fans. This is Bill Riles from San Antonio, Texas. Texas Backgammon Championships. Saturday night, we've reached the tournament main event semifinals. First semifinal up tonight from Boston, Massachusetts, Albert Steg. From Denver, Colorado, Jonah Seewald. I want y'all to watch in. It's going to be a great match, for one. We're going to have both Ray Fogelern and Neil Kazaroffs are going to be providing commentary during the match. And what a great match. Jonah, you just had a great match with David Wynn where you're up 8-0. He gets up 10-8. You come back and win from a really pretty desperate situation where he had 11 checkers off. That must have been kind of a real roller coaster.
Yeah, it was insane. And we both had a good time, and I mean, probably no one could tell who was winning if they didn't know the score because we were just having a good time, and there was some craziness, and that's why we're here.
There you go. And Albert, you've been playing for quite a while, doing well, but this is a pretty good advancement for you in the semifinal of a major tournament.
Well, Bill, this is my first ABT semifinal, and I'm pretty excited about it. But I've been a competitive player in the Boston area for a couple decades, and I really only got into the backgammon tournament scene outside of town in the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah. And it's been a lot of fun meeting new people.
Well, I know y'all know each other. Have you ever played?
No, I'm barely acquainted with Jonas.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we know each other from the internet, like the position. He sees positions that people post, and we both comment.
Facebook, yeah.
We joke around about stuff. And that's how we met. Really.
We're virtual acquaintances.
Yes.
There you go.
So it's not like we don't know each other, but we have banter.
Well, that's great. Well, we're looking forward to a great match. We just wanted the viewers to have an opportunity to put faces to names and maybe get a feel for who you are. So we appreciate your time here tonight, and we wish you both the best of luck.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, guys. Good luck to you.
No, they're at 1. Yeah, you're at 1. Yeah, you're in the big league. Oh, wow.
I did the same thing. Moved so fast, you don't have time to consider it. It's like a beat, man. It's like the double flies was good.
So Albert beat Jonah. Albert's also.
Let me get you this.
We're playing.
All right.
Oh, you are?
It looks like the players have completed their warm-ups. They're reporting to the semi-final table.
Wasn't trying to. I just.
Jonah Seewald will take on Albert Steg at the 2019 Texas Championships across from the scenic Majestic Theater. I can't remember what street it's on. It's right outside this picture window. I'll be subbing for the injured Neil Kazaroff, who's currently otherwise playing a 1-point match. Tara Mendocino will
we'll have fun no matter what.
provide the color commentary.
That's right, you're cashing, so you're happy. All right, 500 heads, right? Still. Okay. We're sitting on a new table. The last guy we got down to DMP. And
this is Bill Finneran.
Oh, really?
Subbing for Neil Kazaroff as well. It takes 2 people to replace
So
him.
if he didn't stick around, he didn't have to look.
Actually, I'm going to have to pay you
Oh,
tomorrow.
man.
Well, I'll be here tomorrow. Because I have a match tomorrow for the doubles.
They're trying to remember how to set up the checkers, and they're having some difficulty.
I think the
And,
problem
no problem.
Jonah hasn't had is a
I'll be
whiskey.
here tomorrow, no matter what.
It's normally about this time of night.
We'll work
he and
it
I are having drinks.
It's kind of cool in here, man.
I thought it looked like Albert was having a glass of wine. Maybe he was celebrating cashing.
I saw him coming out of the bar downstairs. They wouldn't let me use my green.
Ben won.
Yeah.
He plays Obacon.
Oh,
Wow.
don't you just hate that?
Yes.
Yeah, Dimitri Obacon won. So he
All
plays
right,
Ben
they
Friesen.
managed to set the checkers up
I'm
in
not
the
sure
correct
who's on the other half of you guys.
orientation.
There is no other half.
There's no other.
This is the final four.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Whoever wins.
Please tell me there's no other
Won't be
side.
long before they're hurling the dice.
Because I'm going to talk to Bill about me and Dimitri playing in the morning. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to lose our cashes. Like, we all have one more match in the morning.
Well, it makes sense for some because there's still events tomorrow that are going to be.
I assume that you
Well,
qualified
right,
for
but those entry
commenting
draws, everything. So you're
on this by losing many matches
Still
this
the
weekend.
seniors, so,
The same way I did,
But
Bill.
anyway, what time is the final scheduled anyway? Probably 2 or.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so if it's scheduled late, then we can still play. Sorry.
But
All right.
Tearing it up, big guys. This is going to be your first big ABT tournament.
I made the final here in 2004.
You won a big ABT tournament? Did you win any ABT
Oh.
tournaments?
Me and Albert both are in
Golf might be more exciting than backgammon.
I've made the final four.
And we know more about
I
backgammon.
made the final once, but I've never won.
So obviously you guys.
ESPN hasn't contacted me for any golf
This is
contests
my first semi.
so far.
This is your first semifinal ever?
Yeah, I won the consolation in Boston last.
I
Negative.
thought you were like,
I haven't been playing tournament.
What are these guys doing?
Like 2015.
like a really, big time.
Project that.
Well, you know, that was been one of mine.
Is there another? Is there another
Time with
Steg
the blow up in LA, and you were like, calm me down. Remember that was
Julius
There's
says
Layla.
you're the most
that was
fearsome
our first
player
interaction
of everybody.
of everything.
That's right.
So that was probably a few years ago now, I think.
My reputation precedes
Remember that? No, yeah, you were like,
He
hey,
told me he wants to be like you.
Backgammon.
you came over to do like super fun. Hey, cool. Yeah, you but I know that was our first interaction.
Semifinals,
You know
huh?
I wasn't.
Well, the other two
Yeah.
alive. So they're down to 4.
Okay, it's Ben Friesen.
But a whale.
Okay, they sat back down. They may actually pick up the dice at this point. All right. These two represent two of the younger pros on the circuit.
Hey, Cowboys.
Is anybody commentating on this one?
Yeah, Neil and
Albert refuses to pick up his die.
All right.
Good luck, both. Thanks,
you.
brother.
All right, we're off. Oh, this is a fairly good start. Hit a fly shot and point on your opponent. The first shake. Strong start by Albert. Julius High has joined us. Numerous celebrities have walked into the room. Too numerous to mention. Three-one. Albert follows up his Joker double fours with 3-1. He's got a beautiful position. He may be scoring a point here. The only question is he too good to double? I'm not sure, but I think I hear Aaron Faust in the room. Which is normal if he's in the room. All right, Albert makes a point on every play, sometimes two. Jonah may have a problem with that. He brings two down. Standard when you're behind rather than splitting to bring down the builders. Albert says, I know what to do to those builders. Jonah 1-5 from the bar. It won't be the last. 5-3. I don't know. Is it going to be worth hitting loose off the 5 point? I don't think so. He unstacks. It looks like a little more solid play. 2-1. Jonah instantly now has a 3 prime. A loose hit. I think I would have anchored, but that's an okay move too, bringing down the 2. It's a matter of style. 2-4 from the bar. Jonah hits. Jonah has not lost 1 second off of his clock yet. Double aces. He could switch and make the 2 point, and that'll ruin 2-6 from the bar for the rest of the game. Look at this. 5-3. All right. Now Albert's stuck with kind of an anti-positional game, but he chose to go for the tempo hit and got punished when Jonah rolled a 5. Jonah will now carefully build his position in anticipation of doubling. Albert will just be trying to survive here. I think he should split the back, guys. Nice play, Albert. Listen to Uncle Ray.
Used to the clock being on.
We can move it, right? If you want.
Jonah would dearly like to make the 5 point.
Want to move it?
No, no, it's right. It's just a thing.
Jonah would like to make the 5 point, but
Yeah.
he'll settle for the 10 point if that's all that's available. He should just standard run out into the outfield, and then Albert will have to break a point and leave 2 blots to hit. There's the 6. Now he has a choice of the 1. It would be sexy to slot the 5 point. But that would lead to some double hits. And Julius shook his head, so that must not be the right idea. Even Aaron, the Vegas villain, didn't like that play. All right, 3-6. Albert wants to hit. Oh, look at this. The double spanky. Could be the double spanky. He's not going to hit it. Oh. Well, Julius is conservative. We shall not be hurling insults during this commentary. All right. Double 3s. Albert tries to prime. It's a hard thing to do, make a prime, when you have 2 men permanently stationed on your 2 point. That means your army is 13 players, and the other guy's army. All right, there we go. Albert's going to try to extricate himself from Jonah's trap. Oh, Jonah changes gears and goes into overdrive. Now he's got a solid racing lead, a positional advantage, and access to the cube. He may have one too many things. He's counting the race. Something I teach my intermediate players to try and do more often. 4-1. I think we should make the 5 point. Oh, no. Oh, well, I don't know. That would have been, he would have left a shot, but he would have got hit. But so what? Anyway, he's going to want that 5 point. He's got a nice cadre of builders there, poised to make it if he rolls low numbers. And he also wouldn't mind just tossing boxes and bringing this home. Tying up the match. What is the race? Who's an expert on the race here? Looks like there's an extra 15 pips for Brown over there, if he comes out there, and 22. But there's, 45 and 18. That's a bunch. This is kind of a hard one to count. Let's see, 45 on the 7 and 8 points, 42 on the pair. Pips up. I don't know. It's a little hard to count it while they're moving the checkers around, so we'll just. Yes, Ray Fogerland is in the room. Neil will be coming back to take on the commentator duties. This looks like a pretty much of a holding. Oh, there we go. Now Jonah may be able to disengage, and he will do so if he's ahead in the race. So right now, time will be spent counting the race. He may move those checkers there and then begin to count. That's 38 and 36. That's about 74. 52 and 15 is 67. So in the outfield, he's down 7. 13 coming in. 5, 2. It's dead even. It's hard to believe, but this race right here is dead even if he does that. So he should. So he needs to probably maintain contact, holding that point in the outfield, and make 2 interboard points, the 4 and the 2 point. Oh, unless if I counted wrong, he disengaged when it was an even race. I got to do what? Okay. So, Julius, here.
Introducing Julius High.
I believe that's legal. We can ask, but I'm pretty sure that if it's flat and evident. Let's ask.
Ray Fogelin had to go play a match, so I'm taking over.
I think that's legal.
Is that legal or not?
It's not legal.
It's not legal.
It looks. I mean, I can tell that it's caught down into the.
Oh, because it's
It's
in
counting
the
out.
it's into the crack.
Determine if he
Okay,
has
well, I'm glad I
a
asked.
large enough lead to double.
Roll it over.
Yeah, it was down into the crack.
Okay. Yep.
Very small row, 2-1. Going down to the wire. 48 to 57. So Jonah has, it looks like a double drop. Jonah does cue. Albert's too far behind the tape.
A little closer.
Although
Yeah, in the back. Specific calculations of this situation, but to half a roll to Albert's. So Julius is being replaced by Neil Cazares, coming off a match win.
Pip count here is 48 to 57. Okay. I would pass. That's 9 pips, but these missing numbers fill gaps. I guess there's too many pips. 48-55 would be a very borderline to likely small pass. And it's 2 pips. It was 2 pips worse than that, so I'm passing. This is Neil Cazares, by the way.
You did manage to beat Glass, huh?
And again, we see the effect of being, far ahead in pips. Okay, could be almost no problems. Oh my God! Well, I take it back about problems. He does not. And that's the end of this.
You turned the cube there? Yeah, I don't want to roll 2-1 or 3-1. Or 2-1 rather.
Now, I believe you're listening to live commentary from us here, and I think there's a chat stream too, which I cannot see, but if one of our good viewers here would like to put that race and also even the score, the 1-0 lead, into XG, we'll get an answer on that cube for everybody to see. I thought it was a close pass.
Neil, is this a big enough lead that Jonah has to start to adjust his cube strategy?
Both players should adjust their cube strategy somewhat, especially depending on how many gammons are floating around. What Albert does not want to do is offer cubes that are clear takes when there's a substantial chance that he can get gammon if it turns around. In other words, your ugly-looking double 5 blitz and stuff like that. When you have 2 men back on the ace point, when that turns around, it can turn around quickly. Like Albert, like something like this, Albert shouldn't even think about double. Now we have a different story, depending on what it's rolled. Okay, here we go. He's playing on. I don't blame him. Diversify your numbers. he wants to. What Albert is doing is, in case he gets hit and he throws a 6 from the bar, he wants to be able to hit back. I think he still felt he was too good. Double 5, but does definitely justifies playing on. If I'm not loud enough, please put it in chat so somebody will see and tell me to speak louder. Here we go. Easy play on now. And the 4-point is made. And Jonah needs a 2. Where's the 2? There's the 2, but it threw it away. Okay. I don't know. There's nothing to cover that. I would hit the other checker.
Richard.
The idea of this play is it's easier to close the 4-point than it is the 2-point, but I would not. If I'm going to hit on the 2-point, I'm going to do this. I have 9s and 11s. But I would have hit the other checker. Though I don't claim to be right. 4-3. That's okay.
Sandy Webetkin, are you in the room?
Not so clear here. It's a lot of ways to cover, and there's no double hitters. Always a tough choice as to whether to break the 6-point or not. Now it's just easy game. Nothing to think about. He doesn't need the 3rd checker for the gammon. He'll probably pick it up to get a few percent backgammons, but he's not going to mess up his spare checker distribution much to do it. See what I mean there? But so what? Let's just bring him home and win the gammon. It's almost an impossible save without hitting. Even if Jonah throws double 6s, as soon as the 6-point opens up, he'll have 14 crossovers to bring all his pieces in, and he'll need an additional crossover to bear somebody off, so. Very hard to save without a hit. And if it's a quick hit, there's no board. 4-2, yep, that's the way. Six rolls leave a blot now. And there they are. There it is. Well, I know somebody who needs a 4 desperately. This is not going to help him. Extremely unlikely to save it. And he surrenders. Looks hopeless. Now we have a score of 5-0 in an 11-point match. So I make that if we use Neil's numbers. Neil's numbers for an 11-point match is 5. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 50 is 75. So without consulting a match equity table, I'm going to say Albert is just about a 3-1 favorite here. Yes, make that 5-point.
Mark Bell.
What Albert is looking to minimize his chances of losing the gammon, so Jonah can't throw a quick cube to him. See, had Albert made his 4-point, he would have been stomped on his 5-point with double fours, and then he's going to get cubed. Now he's in the game for a long time. Albert can take cubes, you know, reasonably normally. He's still got to be somewhat cautious because he doesn't have that much re-cube big, but he can take cubes far more deeply than he can if he can lose gammons. Cover and slot. Yep. Yep, slot. I think I would cover the 3. He may not. He may decide just to play. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't think I would pay off a 2 shot because some of those 2s cover. There's nothing wrong with that play. And got to count pips. So I don't count the checkers on the midpoint. I can add that. I can add 39 in to the totals later if I need to know what percentage I am ahead. So Albert has 36, 38, 46, 86, and Jonah has 64, 75. So I would take.
Too early to cue?
No.
Is it just right?
Just right. The score. I would cube with the score. Remember, there's less recube vig, and it's reasonably easy to clear. And by now, he's probably, I don't know what the pip count is, but close to a market loss. Remember, if you have full recube vig, you can take often with full recube vig and no chance to lose a gammon, like in a long race. You can take, with a little bit less than 22%. But with minimal recube vig, let's say you can take with, you might even need a little more than 24%. That makes a difference. We can see this is, finally some decent dice for Jonah. Yeah, I would take 1. Chances to get gammon are so minimal. I would take 4 and pray for gammon. Good play. By the time Jonah gets in trouble, he may be Albert may be risking losing a gammon if he stays. Another double here could do it. I think you have to play 6-2 and only have 4 bad numbers. Yep, this one's over. Almost. I said that last time and look what happened. Now it's over. I can count my chickens now.
Thanks, John. No problem. That's what friends are for. This again? Never gets old. It's been a theme, right?
There's a double 4 joker here. And again, I mean, with the score reversed, I think I'd double, but not with a 3-point lead. This type of position that if it turns around, it can turn around violently. Yeah, I think you got to get off the ace point there. I like this. I think that's probably the right double ace rather than making your 5 point. You just don't want 4 guys stacked when the 5 point's going to be made in front of you. I think so. Rather than really almost committing to a back game, he does that. I think I agree, and it still could be a decent back game. Note Albert's 3 spares on his 6 point. They aren't going to form any part of a prime, so if Jonah decides to play a back game, like let's say he throws an ace and it ends up in a 3-2 back game, it's tough to prime. As long as those spares are sitting on the 6 point, they're not going to make a prime. They're useful for attacking. I don't know. I wouldn't play that 3. I'd move up. Still, I mean, it's not terribly afraid of being primed here. There we go. It doesn't look timed, but you never know with a 3-2 back game. The opponent can always roll some big double and blow up. But that ace point is open, so 6s and 5s can get sucked to that ace point. I don't know, not me. I would just play 11-7, 6-5, and stay off my ace point. That ace point can be a magnet because it just attracts more checkers. I'm going 6-5. I understand this idea is to try to get a shot at the 8 point if you cover with a 4, but I would still play 6-5. Oh, wow. I would have done. I would have made my 4 point. I'm sorry. And then I would have slotted. But again, he could make a play like this because he's really not in terrible danger of being primed. Still. Although when you lose control of everything and have no board, the opponent can just slot his 8 point and cover it if he rolls properly. Okay. Again, those are only going to get hit if Albert wants to hit. Plus maybe he threw 5-3 or 5-5. It's a tough one. With that 8 point open, you're not terribly likely to contain the checker if you hit it, but maybe you do. This is a possible play to go to your ace point and hope to force him to hit you. To try to improve your timing. Albert's really not going to get trapped back there. Very unlikely. I think I would just simply play 7 to 5 and bring the 6 in. That's my play. So I don't claim to be a super expert playing either side of the backhand. I've done quite a bit of work, but probably I can admit that you guys better than this. And we'll play. 7 to 5. Jonah wants to get a checker out with a 5 or a 6. 4. And he wants to make his 4 point. See what happens. Take them both out. Yeah, I think so. Yes, 2. Beautiful number right there. And a nice roll right there. Nothing resembling it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm looking for other twos, but they don't seem to be there. I mean, they're
no.
It's a hidden thing.
I wouldn't,
right?
I wouldn't double his white.
You're like, there's got to be another way, right?
I have a big problem on my 2 ways to double.
And that's the other way.
Well, let's see here. He grabs it, and the score matters. Because he can be double quicker if he turns it around. And there was the possibility of 4 rolls that didn't lift the block.
Some ugly twos.
There's some really bad rolls here. I don't know.
You would have done the no checkers off.
I'm not sure. I would have been looking at it.
Mary Kay Lively, Mary
He
Kay
might.
Lively, please raise your hand.
I'm sure he probably saw it. Maybe he knows. No, I'm afraid of rolling S&Ps here. Some of the P's are good. Uh-oh!
That's unfortunate.
Well,
let's see how many shots we have.
This is going to be the more fun part of this
How many
transaction.
shots he has of sending it back.
22.
Well, we have 5s and 3s is 20. And we have 6, 1, and 2 ones. That's 24.
24.
How many checkers are off?
26.
Again, I would grab this in midair for money. If you take this, you have almost no recoup big. Because when you spin it to 8, you're playing for match. And there's chances of repeat shots. There's also chances to get hit and survive and still survive. Not all these hits cover something. Even if they do, you might get lucky and get away. I would take. How much more repeat shot vig is there? He's looking at. That's what you got to look at, and it's substantial. But you have more and more pieces off. Outstanding redouble score. He takes. Decision I agree with. And he misses. A roll I don't agree with. But again, when you have 24 shots, that's 2/3 of the time. It means 1/3 of the time you don't hit. And he didn't. Now he gets to play on. And this plays very nicely. Anything that didn't blot played nicely. Anything that made the 3-point played reasonably nicely. Close it, or leave it open and try to catch more checkers. I don't know. When you don't have the bar point, it's hard to catch more checkers. But it also may be the only way. It also may clearly increase his chance of winning. That's just lovely rolling. I would have slotted the bar.
That number again.
Play it quickly
At least
before
you
it
can't
goes
double
away.
me.
It's not going to go away. Just play
That's
it.
true. It's a little late for that.
Did he bear two guys off?
I think he did.
Oh my God! This is why there need to be penalties for illegal moves, folks. Oh my God! But that extra checker off is worth several percent here after the closeout. At least several. That extra checker off is worth clearly 5%. What are the odds here? Well, they're worse now because that puts spares in an ugly place. But Jonah is probably above 85% to win. It's over 75% if Albert has more pieces taken on, honestly.
Nothing to see here.
His last play may have been a mistake, a small mistake. I wasn't sure.
Wrong 10.
I know any fewer black pieces over there I would have made down. Looking good for him. He's off. Big favorite now. Like over 9.
Dropped him.
Double blotter played illegally, taking 2 pieces off. I've had that same thing done.
Yeah.
We caught it.
Got it.
I mean, if you're willing to pay for the new window and the new microphone, I would have done that. No. No. Had Jonah seen the legal move, there'd be another check around Albert's ace point for an even more hopeless game.
One roll is the entire match. It's the entire game.
Right. And if you did, no luck. Hey, you want to do a game? Go to the tournament deck. But the only thing I'm in is the 1-pointer.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
can't,
not me,
you
unfortunately.
can't have that already.
The extra shot big thing. I still think that was capable. A lot of people don't make that play, but I think it's right. Hoping I'm remembering the rollout. 5. It's all close. Running into her. This play makes the most sense, I would say. If you play 8 to 5, you leave a double shot, and you may end up with no 8 point, and you've got that big stack of checkers on the 6 point. To have a smooth position as Albert, you want an ace to cover that 5 point. Now I think he just. Okay, he didn't. He's trying for more action than he's going to get by running. Here's some action. He gets action. Not the kind he was looking for. Here's a nice roll. Always nice to come in with a double. Enter, make a decent anchor, and close a point. Yeah, I think I played 13 to 8. I'm risking some fly shots, but the 5 point is blotted. But yep, clearly better builder distribution here. Duplicating 2s. Probably just going to make a point with a 2 and not hit. Then again, that's the 2. That is the 2 you hit with. Probably 2-2 also.
Edward Ani, are you in the room?
Meh. Now the other player's ahead in the match. That was close. I think I'd have waited. Could be wrong. Didn't have that blot, I'd cube all day. Better make that, or the cube is coming. Nope, no 4 point. He wants that 4 point in the worst way. Oh! What a nice set of 4s. Still, the advantage is Jonah. There we go. Instaboard. Make them both, yep. Because you can't do anything with the midpoint that's going to help enough. You have to play 3 down and 1 in. No way, this is far stronger. And I'd have been giving the cube a long look here. Now there's something bad like 5-1 or so, but I still would have been giving the cube a long look, but the spares were awkward position inside, and the 2 point was made, so I can see why he waited. I would have cubed the turn prior. 2 turns before this, and now, of course, you cube. Ugly enough to take. Beautiful board. Shots, you hit a shot, you win, but you might not be. This probably doesn't time. I mean, I think Albert could take this if he were guaranteed to be able to, keep his timing. thinks he's far enough behind in the match that he wants to go for more gammons, but fewer wins by building with 3-2 instead of splitting. At this score, I believe it's hardly matter. Very close. Now, Jonah's in a position where one joker wins the game, but you got to roll. And there it is. It's going to win? We'll see. Yes. I send the cube as well. I'm passing this for money, for sure, or at a normal, or like an even score here. Again, but again, Albert doesn't win that many gammons, and if he loses the gammon, the match is over. I'm going to pass.
I pass. I'll take a little break, sure.
10 minutes?
Yeah,
15?
10
I
is
mean,
good.
whatever you think.
Amazing how quickly a match can turn around.
Do you have a break sheet?
They're on break.
Thank you.
So, I'm on.
Vlad Edelman. Vlad Edelman. Vlad Edelman.
Yeah, I was awesome video. It was so great. So it was my
like he fleeced him. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah. This is not like like you could make like
It was just because we're also broadcasting the sound here, so I lowered the gain of the mic here.
I can talk louder. So much.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I don't want them to hear me. Very low. I'll speak a little louder. That's the end. All I have to do is red, green, right? That's it. Nothing else. I didn't think so.
You did perfectly.
Thanks.
You're doing wonderfully.
I can't see the chat, but that's okay.
Well, guess what?
It might be too much for me.
There you go.
Okay.
So if you turn on the mic, right?
Right.
You can respond to, and that's the same you have right here.
So I'll just speak a little louder because I don't want to end up hoarse. Okay.
Yeah, so just you're likely fine.
All right, good. Like the little, yeah. Or maybe.
That's why I just make sure it wasn't something.
Can you
silly
scroll
like
it
that.
back? Can you wheel back on the chat or no?
Well, not
I want to
here,
see what
but
they
I
say.
can on the main chat. That's pretty much it. What you see is all there is.
All right. No, I don't think I want that. I thought that back came 4 cube was the thing. Did they roll it out?
Yeah. Oh, you mean scroll back on the game?
Right. Roll back on the chat. Is anybody doing any rollouts?
No.
No.
Rollouts. That's
All right.
all you see.
Fine. No worries now.
Okay.
That's right. Like if I was at home or in my room, I'd be doing rollouts. At home, I'd be doing rollouts on some of the critical cues and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my computer's fast enough. Here in the room, my laptop, nah.
Okay.
This laptop, better for that
Yeah,
stuff.
I know.
My laptop is old. All right, I'm heading back out.
Okay.
I'm heading back in.
Get to work, Albert.
Yeah, I gotta get busy here. Okay, yeah, forget about that. Okay.
Okay, Neil Kazaros here. I think they've turned up, they've fixed the volume, and I'm going to try to speak a little louder without hollering.
Yep, you to learn something new.
So we have Jonah Seewald versus Albert Steg, and Jonah has rallied hard and taken an 8-5 lead in this 11-point match, making him a smidge over a 70% favorite. We'll see that the player who is 3 away against a few more away, his initial doubling decisions are really, cramped. But sometimes that can be taken too far.
All right, ready, brother?
All right, 8-5. Off we go.
Off we go.
Basically, I paid over a lot.
Always a nice roll starting with 6-5. And again, what John is hoping for is positions where he's not likely to lose a gammon. He does not want to have to eat the cube in a gammonist position. And here, just play 13 to 8, simple. And hope to get the other guy out.
Not right now. I'd rather play Layla.
Not a very constructive roll, but I would just run it around 18 to 9. I don't really see an alternative. You could come up, but I think you can come up, but I think I'd rather have the builder try to make some points and put some pressure on. Okay. Well, you see, he's glad he stayed back. Now just make points and hope for a block. Good play, Albert. Very straightforward backgammon. Very straightforward backgammon. Always that any new point made for White for Jonah clearly improves his game. And nah, I don't like that. I would pay off to the 6-4 because of all the blots over there. Now, board is good and you can't pay off. Now you don't want to blot as White. You often have no choice. He made that last play work, but what's the race? Run it and count it.
For White.
Well,
for Brown.
you're telling me Brown's up 9?
Yep.
I would run then. Now here I'm gonna count it my way. I see White is up 12. White is down 12 pips in the outfield, so White's gonna have 12 added to whatever it comes out with. So we have 6 and 8 points. We have 42, 50, 54, 66, and Brown has 36, 42, 53. So you said 9 pips?
That's what I got.
I would run. The problem with running is you don't want to get hit, or you don't win many gammons. I think it's a tough play, but I think White has enough flexibility, to play safe for quite a while. I mean, had he stayed there, White would just play 6-2, 8-2. Ugly play, but that's what White would do. But you see, Brown has, slight advantage. Yep. Every pip gain brings Brown closer to a double. Clear the position. Yep. Nothing wrong with that. Checkers go to good spots. Time to look at the cube. This cube decision is about like money play. White has considerably less 3 cube big for money. The extra point brings Black to a very nice 4-away score. The extra point also brings White to Crawford. Awesome, because then it can't be doubled for him. Virtually a money-like decision. So let's count it up. 43, then more, 77, 82, 15, 97 for White, 96.97. Brown's ahead 11 pips.
Yep.
That?
Yep.
I pass. I believe this would be about 1.02, 1.03 per month. I pass. One being, of course, a pick 'em from a coin for safety. 97. $11 pips with 90. Basically flip a coin. So 11 pips with 86 looks like a small pass to me. Maybe 102. Yep. Good distribution. Put them both in. Oh my gosh. Well, it's close now, folks. 5-4. When you have a big stack like that, just play your aces off of it if you can't bear them off. I would have bet it's a pass, but I wouldn't stake my life on it. Okay, there we go. And move both of them. That one and that one. Simple. Advantage Albert. And another nice roll. Jonah needs a big set. I think I go 6-4. Although it's probably close. Oh my gosh. Now, for money, this is the recube and a take. Both actions clear. At the score, there's nothing resembling a recube, putting the match on the line. Now he's going to recube, assuming no double. Oh my. That's the end of this game. Well, each one of them rolled their Joker double six and erased this match. Now, 1 away, 6 away Crawford, so. If I recall my match equity table, I think I do, Albert has about 11.3% chances. Just play backgammon, come down and split. Nothing fancy. Well, Well, here we go. Let's get a gammon, Albert. I'm blitzing. I'm making the 2-point. That stack of 5 checkers has to go someplace. Let's get a gammon, Albert. Or not. Jonah, so happy that so nice to anchor there and stem the tide of the attack, and try to get your feet going, set again, and just make that 5-point and almost claim the game. Take it out, nice distraction play, and there's nothing better to do. Three, maybe not 3, not clear. I think 3 goes 10-7. That's your 3. I don't mind that. He's making a big play. I would have played 6-4. But doesn't have a good game anyway. Maybe this checker will allow him to make an advanced anchor, or it may be if he gets some gammon. I wouldn't have played 8-7 either. Not in this situation. Yeah, I wouldn't have wasted the builder. It was only a 5-3 shot. 16-15 paid off. Made double threes crush you, but it was incredible anyway. Take it home. Yep, put it out there. Tough 6. Come out as he wants to make that anchor, but he's not going to be left alone to make that anchor. He's going to get hit with anything that can hit it. Oh yeah. Fewer gammons now. Come around, put it in there. Go to the 9-point. All right. Yep. Waiting for the shot. Is there going to be one? Well, here's an indirect. Yes, of course. 9-4, 9-8. 4 shots. Yep, I slot it. Might be hard to hit it. Might be hard to hit it indirect now, but you're just not likely to hit anything anyway right now. At that point, made any shots you're going to get from later. Now you have again the 5 prime that's often winning if you get a shot. Here it is. This is 12 shots. Yep. 12 shots. Keeping that outfield contact just in case something silly happens.
No dice.
Here's a block.
No dice. You just have to keep making it interesting.
About his worst roll. Oh my God! Jokerama. Here we go. He wants that prime. I don't blame him. You can make the prime reverse and
not going to crack. The problem is any ace hits. Ace is hit.
It's staying exciting.
Even with ace deuce and ace four, you break the board and hit. Better come in. Could get ugly.
No dice.
No dice.
Big play could backfire. Does it? We don't know yet. You know if a six comes out of the cup, it didn't backfire. Is that it? Nope. Nope. And he lifts. Oh! Oh. Picking up three more checkers would be a really stinging turnover. Well, he's going to decide on one more. That's important. Cuts down any. You might save it now. Got to get in. Here we go. No problems. We'll see if he can save it. Diversify.
You're right.
Correct.
Diversify without stealing pips, please. He saw it. He's not going to steal a pip. Six. All right. That's okay. Anything diversified is okay. That's good. Gotta hurry. I make 3 crossovers. And out we come. Yep, I make the crossover. Wasting the pip, but I'm probably going to waste one anyway. Now can I cross over? Ooh, ouch. This needs to be large. Okay. And he saves it. He saves it. I think this score's about 31%.
That was another exciting finish.
Yes, it was.
Not really necessary to know that.
Close to the edge.
It's not really relevant for any cube decisions you should face. He's afraid of getting blitzed, but I would have made the normal play.
Sorry, you're good.
18 and 11. Got to fight for the 5 point. And the initiative, and oh my God, here it comes. This type of attack, a blitz when the opponent has an anchor, is known as a semi-blitz. The idea being to deny the opponent an anchor, a second anchor, pin him to an ace point game and gammon him, or worse. Critical 2 coming up. Jonah likes it now. And he's keeping both anchors rather than coming out and seeking action that doesn't favor him. Always a tough choice. Yeah, double two. Nice roll. Not a nice roll. You have to run. I run. It's tough to time that ace deuce back game. I don't know. I run.
Yeah, but it's great if it works, but this often works too. Even if you get pointed on. Well, so much for working. He would prefer to have come down with 2, I think, if double 5 was coming out of the cup, because he had the 5-point anchor. Though hopping the 4 prime was a great shot. Doesn't hit anything. Again, if you try to play normally, which I think would be 24 to 18, you're going to get it. Probably you may end up attacked on the ace point and doesn't work, and it fails. You get gammon. But this is a very tough play, I think. Well, if he hits back, if he gets hit and hits back, he has a 4 prime. And if he gets away with this and comes out and can get out and get away with this, he doesn't get gammon. Four 3 it is. Where's the 3? I'm not sure you need that point, and I think I would have bring the builders inside. I think I would put a second builder inside and try to drill that guy on the ace point. Tough call. This worked out. So now he's probably happy he has that point. All right, inside. Inside, yep. Four point, lovely. Is a shot coming now? We'll see. One is probably coming at some point. He needs another double than 6-6. Here's our shot. I leave the extra shot and make my 2 point. 6-1. 6-1. I make my 2 point. Here we go. Lift that blot. We got 23 rolls that cover anyway. Lift that blot. I lift it. Now the other 3, which is playable, honestly, is that, because you got 5s, 4s, and 6s. Six making the bar is a good shot too, but I'm afraid of the extra blot. I could be wrong. Uh-oh.
That's a honey. Pretty
Me
good.
too, Johnny. Two, come home. He'd like to hit that third guy to get some chances at a backgammon to win the match, but yeah, that was an idea. Though he didn't want to go too deeply into his board. The thing is, if this backfires and he cracks, there's still 2 checkers on the bar, so probably worth a try for the extra guy.
It works.
Very close, I think.
I think
But
not.
it's still only several
I mean,
percent
let you
BBs
off
if you
light.
hit the extra guy.
You're very nice.
What's this? Oh,
5-1.
fourth. All right, 5-1. I thought it was 5-2. 5-1. Nice smooth position. He couldn't hit with 5-1 without leaving a blot, I think. That's why he didn't hit. He didn't have a safe 5.
Correct.
No, he could have played 6-1 legally, but foolishly. And this is just going to be a gammon. And we're going to play a DMP game. Yeah? I don't know. Big double blots either way, but no, it's 3-2.
Aren't these here?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what's going on here. Let's make
Zero.
legal moves,
Okay,
boys.
Thanks.
We got 4 bad numbers. 4 bad numbers occur a quarter of the time. Can he save a gammon with a big double? Double 6 maybe? Tough call. I don't fault that play. Gammon means so much. It's a long parlay for where he gets hit. Long parlay. Barring a couple of sets of boxes, this is over. Cross over and pray. Where are those boxes? He used them up in the race. And we have DMP.
I like to have 2 DMPs in a row. It's fun. It's fun to have 2 DMPs in a row.
Yeah, I've had a lot of these.
All right, let's take a couple minutes.
Okay. Let the tension build with the home audience.
Let them see that this is the one more game for.
All right, here we go. DMP.
Sheer
In a
excitement.
very exciting match.
Only here in San Antonio.
No.
Well, we hedged it.
That was Karen and whoever didn't play.
No, that feels better than 6 of
Whether you do that or not should depend upon both opponents agreeing.
I try.
If it's going to be long, clear it with the director, honestly, and make sure you're not holding up the tournament. I mean, if you're behind, if this match is holding something up, it's not. But let's say this was 2 rounds from the semis and they were way behind the bracket. Take a 5-minute break, and that's it. Come back and play. Yes, it is, but the players are playing for a lot more than us fans are. So I don't expect much more than a 5-minute break, but we'll see.
I sleep like when I go to bed. Yeah.
I get 6 good hours. I'm all right. 6 good ones. Yeah. Then I'm okay. These guys are at DMP.
That was cool.
That's gonna be a party. Oh, see? Thought ahead. My food, taking it. I'm out.
That's so funny.
until the final's done?
Yeah, because I'm in a program tomorrow. Double five.
Oh, okay. Okay. Otherwise, I'd hit my mom up for some cash.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm staying till Monday morning. So.
Oh, okay. Cool. You'll be at the Stewart party, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So I put 1,000 on.
All right. 100,000.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Actually, I am going to run to the bathroom.
Okay. 1 more minute.
He had the cube. I didn't see how the cube got turned. And he examined him and
So we're getting just about ready to resume here at DMP. And of course the checker play is a little different than normal because gammons don't matter. So all you're thinking about is making the play that wins the game the most often. Of course, if that was clear to everybody here, we'd all be better players.
So,
It was clear what play wins the game most often. But we'll see what these guys know about openings and responses and stuff like that at this score.
Like we both do. Like we're going to officially tie.
That's if they don't roll something that's absolutely automatic.
But when you win, then you just do that. That's how I practice at this point. I don't know how. When you win, you need to just like his dice are as good as my dice were in 2 of my 4 matches. I mean, it was insane. I mean, it's like, of course.
Any of those?
I had to make sure you staying here.
No, it is. Only thing I'm salty about is we had to play tonight because it just doesn't.
Here we go, folks.
The most important match after playing. But not the rest of this tournament.
You don't want them to hear us.
Good luck.
Yeah, they can hear us.
I got it, but whatever.
well, from the
All right. The piece de resistance. The big enchilada. The whole banana.
We could have just played 1 point. And saved a lot
Well,
of
no,
time.
we couldn't. What would be the fun of that? Good match.
It's been a pleasure, brother.
It has. I gotta
Here we go.
groove up.
There's a 1. Never a good start. And a 2. And sliding, while usually correct anyway, is really clear here. Okay. I think that would be my reply at this score. If I get jokered, I get jokered. You're better off going for your 5 point. When you slot the bar, that's an improper slot because you're taking a slot from a point you have 3 checkers on, rather than slotting from a point you have 5 checkers on. The purpose of slotting is to try to use that spare checker on the 6 point. Here it comes. Nice rolling by Albert with a clear advantage. Come up. Yep, you want to make that 4 point. Get pointed on in gamma. The gamma doesn't matter. 6-5. It's like a nice smooth building play. Needing a 3. Not getting a 3. I wouldn't do anything fancy. I guess play 13 to 8. Can be nice to have double 6s blocked. You never know when they come up. Ouch. We may end up with nothing better than an ace point game for Jonah here.
2. Yep. Try to build your position as best as you can. 5 prime. Yep, I would not shift points. No, 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 no. I'm not. Well, that play may be okay because, you know, he's hoping for a bad roll, and here this is a bad roll. If he just runs out, he doesn't think he has any game at all, stuck on the ace point, with not being able to see daylight. So, see, he's, you know, got some play. I don't know. I think that might be too big. I think that's too big, but I could be wrong. It's just likely not to work. Then again, 13 to 10 probably doesn't work either. If he gets a back game, it's very likely to be primed. If he gets an ace deuce back game, it's very likely to be primed or gets not timed. It's likely to be primed because all the spares are available to eventually make the 8 point. I would be playing this game differently. Ace 3. You need to slot the back of the prime? I'm going to try this. I think it's worth it. Get away with it. You make that 8 point, it's huge. Because white will just come in and crash all over the place. This, if it works, pins white into a well-timed, probably pins white into a well-timed ace point game. And if it blows up in its face, ouch. Can double 3 be bad from here, or double 6? Double 3 will be bad if the 2 points made. Versus just playing to get home, to clear. I don't think so. I don't think I'd do that. I think I would keep the prime and try to crack an ace deuce back game if you can make one. You can always decide to hit with a 6 later when you still have your bar point. So I would find a different 5. Play the 4, find a 5. Take your choice. That's what I'm leaning toward. I mean, you may be forced to hit more checkers. He may come in and hit you, but you'll often roll something that doesn't require you to hit anymore. That's my play. 2. And hit. And now I don't want to hit anymore. As brown. Okay, I got to hit that. Again, that's often just going to come in. It's going to come in and white's going to bury. Like I said. Again, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Double 5. Too many pips. But we'll see what's going to happen. I wouldn't stay back. It just allows white to hit me and slot points. 6, 5. Kill 6s. Kill 6s and hope you roll them. Kill 6s. Very good. This is what happens against an ace deuce back game. The opponent can kill 6s very easily. Find an ace. Yep, that's me. I'm keeping that spare back on the 8-point to make it further easy to kill, to keep me from having to crack it. I still want 6s killed. 4, 3. Well, there goes the neighborhood, folks. This was a common occurrence. Not so clear. Breaking the bar point lets them out with more numbers, but it's easier to clear. But this kills 5s. I would have leaned toward this. I mean, I want that 3 to be played like that. I want to force that to happen. So now I know there's dead checkers. There's 3 dead checkers. Yeah, leaving a shot is not so bad, but I don't see the need. And there may be more dead checkers soon. Or he has to end up breaking the 2-point. And get pointed on. Well, we'll see what happens here. He needs a 6. Okay, the 4 is killed. That helps. Here's a blot. Nope, no blot. Although he may leave 2 next turn. 3, 2, 4 dead checkers. Now he cannot make a closeout. See, there are some numbers that leave a double shot. A double shot at 2 blocks. A shot at 2 blocks is what I really mean. This. That's the problem.
Never a dull moment.
This is going to be a very interesting game to roll out if you've got a few days of computer time, because Brown could have played differently. Albert could have played differently earlier and maybe paid off somewhere to try to avoid a huge stack and strip position. Maybe he was supposed to pay off earlier. You know, leave a shot to have spares and not be in a mess like this. But this is definitely losable.
Okay.
Definitely winnable for white. Not likely, but it can happen. Just bring builders around. Now, if another point gets made, it'll be very interesting. So hit and move. Don't live. Of course he's not going to live. I don't know, but I wouldn't have broken the ace point. I would not have broken the ace point. That's okay, I think. Find a 5 out there. Not much in it. Yep. 6-3. I make the 11 point. I want safe builders aiming at my board. Here we go. 3. I think stepping up. The other one might be fewer shots. I would be counting myself. You don't want to be hit. Wrong. No, hit with a 9. Was that play legal? I thought he had a 9 shot. Well, why didn't he? Should have hit on the 8 point. Didn't see it. Uh-oh, but there's lots of blots. He might pay for that 3. He might pay for that 3-1 hit. We'll see. I wasn't sure on that. This is going to be a fascinating game to roll out. And you need to roll this out something stronger than 3-ply. So this takes a lot of computer time. There's the 8. Oh, it doesn't count.
Yes, please.
It doesn't
Please
count.
roll that over. Wow.
Oh, this is not sexy at all.
Never a dull moment here at the San Antonio tournament.
I don't think he's going to leave 4 blots. Especially since if you do hit 3-2, there's combos that hit you outside. Count shots. Make a play. Do it properly. Leave him a little. Don't put him on the bottom of the bottom like that. And count shots. The game is not touch move. Count shots. Well, I don't know. I don't think I want to end up with 4 men hit. Not me. Well, that was 20 shots, but 5, 5, 4, 4, and 6 hits, so it was 23 shots.
Good result.
It actually worked out. It actually worked out. What are you doing?
It hits.
That's just.
Wow.
Yep. That's an amazing oversight. Pressure gets to everybody. Flood the outside. Move both back guys. Yeah. Just simply, you have to look at what hits when you need to hit. Just don't enter automatically. Somehow I don't think he realized he could enter with an ace.
Let's see
I flood the outfield. I cover the outfield. If I can hit that guy a couple times coming around, I can win the game. Especially if I roll well enough to make a 5-point board. Flood the outfield. Move both back checkers. I think it's automatic.
Move both back checkers. You got a nice setup there for hitting when he comes through you. He didn't. I can't imagine he thought he could. I can't imagine he thought he could enter with an ace. I don't know. I'm coming out. You won't have much big from that ace point. But I don't want to get pointed on with 4 numbers. Finally, he comes out. That's me. For better or worse, that's me. He has an ace. The 12 was thrown. Oh my God, what a joker. This time he sees the 6 hits. Yeah, that's me. This ain't over, folks. Six. Tough call here. Well, how easy is it to cover? You might cover and blot. Exactly, but some 2s and 1s don't cover. Conveniently.
Besides covering, you can take it off.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to slot the 5 points. Exactly as my colleague behind me says, besides covering, you can take it off. I slot the 5 point because I just think you're too slow if you bury the checker. Bury another checker. I slot the 5 point. Good play. Now this is now anybody's game. Anybody's game. What's that?
6 and something.
It's not a 6-1 or 6-2, that's for sure. I didn't comment on the last play because I really didn't know what he rolled at the time. Double 3. Now we have Jonah as a big favorite. Big favorite. But this match has been known to turn. Do we block? Do we? We do. Of course you peel. Of course take a checker off. 12 shots versus 13 and it's a checker off. You gain a few pips to put him on the bar, but so what? Peel. Way better. Oh, it's hit! It's hit! Is it hit?
Yeah. It could hit.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I just do this. I do this. Try to catch him as he comes around. Or beat him with doubles. 3s and 9s. There's the 9. Who's the favorite? I vote for Brown. Ooh, that's a nice roll. Albert is clearly favored. Count crossovers, folks. Maybe he's not favored. Maybe he's not favored, so maybe he has to hit. So what do we do? Crossovers. 1, 2, 3. Maybe he's got a hit. I'm not convinced. Let's say you hit. That is 13 shots. That's all it is. 13 shots, because 3-2 is blocked. But this doesn't guarantee winning when missed.
13.
I'm not convinced. I hit. Dimitri, you hit? Great minds think alike. You know, go through the race. Play a 5-3, play a 5-3, that kind of stuff. I think I hit. Okay, Albert. Where is it? There it is. There it is. There was no doubt about that.
No doubt.
Here's some doubt.
Oh, no.
He's hoping for a small number. Doesn't get one. White is a huge favorite. White was a huge favorite. Oh, the best throw of all time. Oh my God in heavens, what a match. Uh-oh. This 10 is about 50-50. I told you! I knew it! I told you! Stay back. Stay in there. It ain't over. Oh, this leaves 16 shots. Bang! Oh, how anticlimactic. What a boring game. Such a boring game.
Dance?
It's almost over. It's over.
Unbelievable, brother.
Great match, guys.
High five.
I may be back tomorrow. Anyhow, it's bedtime. It's past midnight here. Thanks for watching, everybody.
How's your heart today? You got some wild ones.
Never a dull moment with me.
Congratulations, guys. Good match. Thank you. Good match.
Thanks, Bill.
Just overlooked that hit.
Yeah, you all got to rush out and tell them.
I got a good story.
I'm tired.
You were perfect.
Jonah.
You were perfect.
Crazy ass game. Thank you. I went and watched the whole thing. I saw you guys were playing. Watched the whole thing. Went down to the ball. Hung out. Talked for a while. Came back, and you guys are still playing DMP. I mean, it's like.
Oh, well, that's great. Kazaros was going crazy. Good commentary.
It's on the. I can listen to it later, right?
Oh yeah. So both the games I won at DMP are ridiculous.
Double sixes.
Like it's your.
And it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
And you can't see it, you guys.
Why do we play this game? Why do we play this game?
They figured you didn't realize
I
you
would
could
have
come in on the one.
That's what I'm trying to do. Demetri got me 11-1. Like, I just didn't have a chance. So.
I just missed it.
Although I think, I don't know, it's always tough. Yeah, you can't.
I don't know.
going like that.
He had two in the LA here.
Show me.
I know. Like,
Did you hear it? He had like
Okay,
one
good.
hand.
Well, I have my earbuds on.
One,
Yeah,
he, you know, one trigger here, whatever. He had. You had the double three that you played.
Oh, and I took them off and
You
left
took
them.
off and you left the
I
block.
think both of them.
And then
No, I
he
didn't
hit.
leave it.
Yes, he did.
Is that
He
how
hit
much?
you. Yeah, that's where he hit you. And then it started
Oh, I
this
had
whole
to
thing.
leave. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
One and a
You
half
had
percent
more than enough.
No.
You put more than enough to win
The other
game
4 1 where
15
you
minutes
had
ago.
both of them.
Just put play clean, take one off.
Both of them, you win.
No.
You win more.
I didn't think so.
You were absolutely right.
Yeah, that's hard. I think you thought you needed.